More like Luma and Rosalina.
But if that were the case, then when Luma dies, they lose the stock. And that's bad. So they're choosing the stages right now. It's been Drake versus Raziek for I don't know how many minutes. Too many, I can tell you that.
You are seeing the menu metagame develop before your very eyes.
Oh, yeah. You see, Little Mac is currently losing. Little Mac wants to stay in the center stage at all times, and he's currently pushed to the corner.
That is not the place he wants to be.
No. Well, no, Lilac Cruz game 1, finally. Rosalina versus Robin.
Is this stage any different than it was in Brawl?
Actually, yes. The thrusters on, like you see down here, where the thrusters meet the lips of the stage, they clip slightly. So if you start charging a dash attack, or a smash attack rather, while you're standing on the thruster and then the stage starts to tip, you could lose the charge because you trip.
Oh boy, it still tips. Yay.
Oh, well, it still tips, and that's not the problem, really. I mean, it's a mild annoyance, but anyone that complains about the tipping, they're just complaining, right? At least that's what I think, as a Brawl player. But the thing with the thrusters, I mean, this is supposed to be a 1-to-1 port, and the thrusters thing, that didn't happen in Brawl, but now it's a thing now. And that's weird and bad, and it's bad.
And Luma's dead again.
Yeah, alright, so that's one of the big things about ooh, nice. But he didn't have Levin Sword. One of the big things that makes this matchup difficult is that Luma dies pretty easily to Thunder anything, like Thoron anything. And Raziek is using the fast Thoron, so it charges really fast. Which means Luma has a tough time surviving against Robin. Especially if he keeps spot dodging and Raziek keeps reading it with a charge. Down smash. Nice up there. Alright, so Jake's probably going to have to reconsider his stance here.
This is not going good for him.
Yeah, alright, Luma's dead.
Luma's dead again. Luma dies about as many times as Kenny does.
Well, at least Luma survived to live all its percentage rather than just getting knocked off the stage. 75 to 100, but Rosalina is down a whole stock. Nice up smash. Read the bait, read the fade out, the tomahawk. 80% separating them, that's a bit of a difference. But it's
not impossible.
It's definitely not something that you can't come back from. Just a couple good reads, Luma throwing its weight around. And there goes Luma. See, it's just so easy to kill Luma now. I mean, it takes nothing. It takes no time at all to charge a arc fire, and it kills Luma immediately. And SDs also kill people immediately, so you want to watch out for that. I wonder if Drake is using his custom up E where it goes higher, but he can't control it. Yeah, kind of like that. All right, so maybe not Lilac.
That stage loves eating recoveries.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. How do we stream from the Wii U to the laptop? This message was sent half an hour ago. We use an HDMI capture card. I'm sure there are several 100,000 of them on sale on Amazon.ca. La 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 la. I wonder why he's not going Rob. Rob is absolutely his better character. I am unfamiliar with the bands. Looking like Town and City, or at least that's what he's thinking of. Or maybe he's thinking of switching characters. I mean, the etiquette is to choose the stage first and then the characters. But it looks like they're not switching, and they're going to Town and City, and they're actually staying customs. So it looks like Drake thought that he actually had that last match in the bag, but it was Lilac that cost him the set, or the match rather. So he's going to stay here and see if this works out any better for him.
I mean, he was doing pretty well near the end there, and then the stage ate his recovery twice.
Well, he was bringing it back slowly. But the fact remains he got 2 stocks, and is that really the stage's fault, or is that her fault? His fault, rather. He's Drake. That's something that Raziek tells me that he's been teaching a lot of Robins, to use L-Wind to get down. Which you wouldn't immediately think of doing because L-Wind is a recovery, it sends you straight up. But L-Wind knocks them down. And no punish there from Drake, which is just unfortunate.
Bye, Luma.
Regardless, Drake currently is winning, 37 to 60.
Is the land leg from Elwyn really bad?
The land leg? It's not good, but not bad.
It's not Lucario's.
Well, it's not. Nobody's Lucario's. But it's also, the recovery itself is not nearly as good as Lucario's either, right? It's been like 70% and Drake hasn't landed a hit at all. And he was about to get a much stronger punish, but Thoron, or Levin Sword rather, completely botched that up for him. Luma's still alive. Luma lived, Rosalina did not. Now he has Black Luma.
Just like Ice Climbers, Luma's the inferior life form. If its master dies, it has no purpose of living. I didn't even know how Rosalina would edge guard someone.
Nice.
Like that.
Yeah,
okay.
Just like that. There you go.
Thank you.
All right, 14% to 0. 14% is nothing. A couple star bits. That'll do it. It's interesting that he doesn't use star bits nearly as often. I mean, it's Falco's laser. He could probably out-camp Robin.
Are there any stations there? Oh, okay.
Luna dies. But it cost Raziek his Levin Sword, so now he's not quite as dangerous. Good absorb. The scariest thing about Rosalina is that she is one of the lightest characters in the game, despite being so huge. Her double jump is surprisingly large, though. And, oh no! Luna survives because of a platform, but Raziek is just all over that. Dash attack.
So, what is Rosalina's weight in terms of being comboed?
She's very light, despite her size. So, I want to say that because of her her light weight, she can't get comboed too well by most of the casts. But it's countered by her size, her physical size, because most attacks. Oh, nice charge forward smash.
Does not kill though.
Not quite, but
just barely lives. But
yeah,
he dies anyway.
It cost Jordan his jump. Raziek his jump. So anyway, like I was saying, Rosalina's large size. Rosalina's large size make her combo potential anyway. Attacks that would normally miss would probably hit just because she's just so big. So for the first time in 2 matches...
So sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but Raziek also has to be aware of Luma because even if he's in the middle of hitting a Drake, Luma could still come over and whack him, like, stop that.
Yeah, that is the power of Luma and of, like,
tries to read him with Nosferatu.
Finally gets Luma back, and Luma dies. That is really frustrating, and I think I can hear Drake just complaining about how quickly Luma dies. Which is really frustrating because Rosalina is not quite as dangerous as you would think without Luma. Regardless,
I mean that's like the meat of her like high tierness.
Regardless, the
smash back airs.
Nice.
Good down air.
Down air gets the stage spike.
All right, 1-1.
Yeah, Drake clutches that one out. I mean, it was looking bad for him for the first 2 stocks, but then he brings it right back. Very well played. Very well played. Alright, so let's see.
This is winter semis, correct?
This is, yes.
Alright. Okay. Are they gonna stay characters, or is Drake gonna switch to... No, he's not gonna switch to Rab. Okay.
Well, they might just be looking at the stages right now. I lied.
Okay, they're going to Delfino.
Delfino, interesting choice. If Raziek can get Drake in the water, then Drake is in huge trouble because, like, down air Thoron, that's really strong. L-Wind is incredibly powerful. And also the platform share might be working against Rosalina because Rosalina has a difficult time getting down, I think. Nice dive it.
Who do you feel has the better air game here?
That's honestly a tough question. Rosalina does have a very powerful air game in general, but if we were to include the Levin Sword on Robin, which we really should, she controls her space easier, I think.
Yeah, it's really weird because there's Rosalina with Luma, then without, and then there's Robin with Levin Sword and without Levin Sword.
Well, you have to assume, if you're going to ask a question like that, you have to assume that they're both at the peak of their game. So Rosalina has Luma, but Robin has the Levin Sword. And, I don't know. I would say that Robin probably wins.
I was going to say, I think for ground game, it would be Robin's favor, I think.
Luma's still living.
Nice Thoron.
Luma's still living. I mean, Thoron doesn't actually hit that hard. It just has decent knockback on Luma. Just shoot Starbit, you dummy. Oh. Nicely done to use Elwin to get out of there. Up smash. Oh, if Luma could have followed up with that, then that would have been silly.
How is Starbit as a projectile?
The custom isn't great. It's more of a panic button, I would think. I mean, it sets up a wide fan, but with very little range, very little horizontal range. So, like, it's only effective if you use it directly in front of him.
And what about the one he's using, the single Starbit?
It's Falco's laser, but it does 4% each hit. So he should definitely be using that way more often than he is.
Oh, he took the Thoron.
Yeah, but he took the book to the face as well. Down throat. Oh, Nosferatu.
Nosferatu's him.
Oh, no. She needs that life energy.
If Rosalina takes something with her down B, can she use it later?
Yeah, well, it depends. I mean, it's not like Pocket. You can't just Pocket Thoron with Rosalina. But physical items like the book and the sword, yeah, they'll stop directly in front of Rosalina and she can just pick them up.
So she just eats the projectiles.
Yeah, she just absorbs the projectiles. I'm not even absorbed, that's the wrong word because she doesn't get anything out of it. But she nonetheless just takes the projectile. Moving on to this match though, it's looking pretty bad. Just lucky doesn't get hit by the Levin Sword up air, which absolutely would kill them. But it looks like Robin has, yeah, right there. There's Levin Sword.
Yeah. Levin Sword up air is devastating.
Oh yeah, it's one of the strongest up airs in the game.
I assume it's one of Robin's strongest moves.
Oh yeah. I don't know if it's her strongest move, but it's very strong. Down 2 stocks.
This is not looking good.
Nah, he's gonna have to pull something out of his hat. Or out from under her dress. She does have the infinite cosmos underneath her dress. Looking for back airs, looking for down airs, looking for anything that'll kill, just please. Finally, up smash.
That's up smash.
Alright, so he's got to get either a crazy, impeccable string or a gimp. Robin is kind of hard to gimp. Her up B does go forever. But it is possible. I've done it several times before.
As Lucario?
Yeah. Absorb.
If you can take this stock without taking too much damage, he could do that.
Drake is just he's way too antsy for that kill, and now he's paying for it.
That's it, 2-1.
All right, Raziek wins. So now I have to fight Laminator.
All right.
Yep.
You and me.